Okay, so what's going on, guys? It's GPH Streams here, and welcome back to the 7 Nights Idol Adventure. So today we will update our tier list. This will be the first tier list of 2025. So before so much ado, let's proceed, guys. So first, we will review the skills description of the new High Lord hero of Freya. So this High Lord hero Freya is a range type and a Celestial Guardian's Codex. And we have here a decent attack speed that is 157. So if you will check here the basic attack, this is standard for all High Lord heroes. We have here some 100 basic attack. And next, we have here the crit hit attack. It deals a crit hit damage equal to 250% of attack to the target. And this 250% is similar to High Lord Rudy. But if you will compare Freya with High Lord Dialons, High Lord Dialons has only like 200% of this. The reason for that is this attack speed that is 157. So the attack speed of High Lord Dialons is 200, guys. So maybe the developers balance it. So that is the reason why this High Lord Freya has 50% more crit hit damage compared to High Lord Dialons that is only 200%. Next, it recovers 10% of the caster's HP and grants also the Radiant Storm buff for 2 seconds upon successful attack. And this Radiant Storm, it increases the final attack by 30%. So when we speak about this increase in final attack by 30%, if we will compare this with Regen Life has a better buff that is 45% in total when Regen Life is paired with 2 range type units. So that would be a total of 45%. And next, this Radiant Storm, the final critical hit damage is also increased by 24%. And the final weakness attack damage is increased by 24% also. Next, let's proceed to the active skill. So it grants a Sword Rain of Glory buff to the caster for 10 seconds, and this Sword Rain of Glory, it nullifies the damage taken 5 times. It also increases the crit hit rate resist by 24% and the reduction rate by 24%. And this makes this Freya quite tanky in PvE and also on PvP. And then it pulls 5 targets in front of the caster and deals damage equal to 2000% of attack in the 3-meter area around the caster. And it grants Magnificent Domination buff to allies for 10 seconds upon successful attack. So this Magnificent Domination, it not only increases the attack modifier of both critical hits and also the active skills. So it would be best to align your legendary heroes with Freya, because some legendary heroes does not fit with the High Lord Freya. So later on, we will set up a hero composition that aligns with this High Lord Freya, if ever we can make this High Lord Freya to 10 stars. And also it says here, it decreases the damage taken by 30%. And this will make your team quite tanky, especially in PvP. And if you will check here the crit hit attack, I would suggest if you want to build your Freya, put a full crit hit rate on a Freya, guys, just like this. So you will see that on the tier list as well as on the potential dice. Next, we have here also a new hero that would be Mist. So Mist is a range type and also a Celestial Guardian. So if we'll check here the attack speed, that is 157 and pretty decent also. Next, we have here some basic attack. It deals damage equal to 600% of attack to the target, and this is above average. So the average, that would be 450% of attack to the target currently. Next, on the crit hit attack, this crit hit damage equal to 500% of attack to the target, and it grants Mist of Distraction buff to herself. So this Mist of Distraction, it increases the final attack by 30%. So this increase in final attack when compared with Regen Life, still Regen Life is better with this one. This one only, guys. And also it adds a crit hit rate by 24%. And then, upon successful attack, it also grants some Awakened Beast buff to allies. So all allies will be buffed. That increases weakness attack rate by 24%. And we have here also some Curse for 5 seconds in which enemies cannot recover some HP. And finally, we get here the active skill called the Mace of Fury. It grants Homunculus buff to the caster for 10 seconds. And this Homunculus buff increases the bonus damage rate by 24% and gains a shield equal to 60% of the hero's max HP. So this makes this Mist quite tanky, but actually I've tested this on PvP. If ever the enemy has an enhancement that is plus 20 or plus 50 using this non-enhanced Mist, my god, this Mist automatically dies. So I would suggest to enhance. If you want to make this Mist better in the game, especially in PvP, enhance it. But you have also your priorities, guys. Okay, let's continue. Upon successful attack, it also removes buffs or all buffs from the target and grants rampage buff to allies. So this rampage, it increases the crit hit damage by 24% and also it inflicts deadly mist debuff to the hit target for 10 seconds. So this deadly mist, it decreases the weakness attack rate by 24% and also decreases the final accuracy by 60%. So some of the enemies will miss because of this decrease in final accuracy. But if Ainz will be hit by this, Ainz would not miss, guys, because Ainz has an increase in final accuracy by 100%. Okay, so anyway, let's proceed to our tier list. Okay guys, so this would be Xkia PvE tier list legendary heroes as of January 12, 2025, our first tier list of the year. So I put here High Lord Freya above High Lord Delons. I've seen on my friends with 10 stars High Lord Freya versus High Lord Delons. My god, High Lord Freya is freaking very devastating. But you should align your heroes with High Lord Freya, because if you do not align your legendary heroes towards High Lord Freya, Delons will beat this High Lord Freya. So let's do a separate video for that, guys, later on. Okay, so I put here Regen Life, then Mist. So actually, it's Mist who is better than this Regen Life, but most of us already enhance Regen Life. Enhance to plus 20, plus 50, and even plus 100. So if you will plot that on the PvE, especially on the Nightmare stage, Regen Life has better damage compared to this Mist. But if ever this Mist have an enhancement similar to this Regen Life, this Mist has better damage compared to this Regen Life. But temporarily, let's put it that way. So after this Mist, we have your Ainz, Colt, and next at the mid tier, we got here Magic Society of the Celine, Eve, Pascal, Yonhi, and Vanessa. Next on our PvP, let's check this out. So on PvP, I've seen High Lord Freya plus Mist, guys. My god, Mist is freaking very devastating. And of course, High Lord Freya in PvP is better compared to this High Lord Delons. I've seen that on my friends with 10 stars High Lord Freya. But I put here Ainz because Ainz is consistent. Ainz always deals insane damage, guys. Even if Mist have higher damage than Ainz, but if you will plot that on PvP and you will encounter enemies that have high enhancement, once they cast skills, Mist will be one shot by those enhanced heroes. But still, this Ainz will not die because Ainz have immortality. So that is why this Ainz can retaliate back. But this Mist cannot retaliate. So that is the reason why I put here Ainz over this Mist. And next we got here also Colt, Regen Life, then Magic Society Elk, Baidam, Celine, Vanessa, Yonhi, and so on. Next on the potential dice, we have here High Lord Freya and two builds for this Mist. So I would suggest for High Lord Freya to do full crit rate. Full crit rate is the best build for this Freya, guys. And next for Mist, I put here crit damage and full crit rate. But I would suggest to do a combination of crit rate and crit hit damage. So I have here also some notes for players who have 130% and above crit hit rate, and pets that are above level 100 do full crit damage. And also for players who have low crit rate and pets that are below level 70, just like our crit rate pet, I would suggest to do full crit rate. So guys, that's it. Until then, thank you for watching. Don't forget to join my Discord. The Discord link is on the description of this video. See you then. Bye-bye.